this is Nightbird Tarot. I'm here to do your daily collective message for August 20th, 2025. I hope that you're all doing well today. Today is Wednesday, so we're going to do a general reading for you. This will be a general reading that may or may not resonate with you. This is a collective reading for all signs, all placements. I'm going to be pulling a card from the Wild Soul Animal Oracle deck, and then I'll pull some tarot cards from the Light Seers deck, and then I'll finish your reading off with a message from the universe. So grab your tea, coffee, water, whatever it is you like to have, and we'll get started here. Let's call in spirit. Okay, so let's pull a card from the Wild Soul Animal Oracle deck to get an overall feeling for the reading today. Yesterday was the fox, and the word cunning. I don't know about you, but a lot of that stuff was taking place for me yesterday. Angels, guides, ancestors, the most important message for the collective, August 20th, 2025, please. A lot of endings that are happening right now for the collective. Most important message, Spirit, for the collective, all placements, all signs. What is the energy for the day? What is the energy for the day, Spirit? Okay, so we have the card Coral, and the word is foundation. So I'm going to read from the book on the coral and what foundation means to us for today. Okay, so coral symbolizes foundation, patience, and community. Just as coral reefs grow slowly, creating vibrant ecosystems, this card encourages you to focus on building a strong, lasting foundation in your life. Whether it's relationships, work, or personal growth, solid groundwork is essential for future success. Focus on creating a stable foundation in your life. Patience and steady effort will lead to a long-term success. Okay, so we're needing to create some type of firm foundation that may grow slowly, but it feels like it will give us more security within the future if we do that. So building a firm foundation for the future. Let's pull some tarot. Feel free to fast forward through the shuffling if you want. That way you can get right to the reading. Some tarot readers will shuffle prior, but I think it's more authentic for you to see me shuffle and place the cards. Okay, angels, guides, ancestors, the most important message for the collective. August 20th, 2025, please. Most important message. What is it that we need to know for the day? What is the message for the day, for the collective, all signs, all placements? Most important message for all placements, all signs. Here's the Ten of Pentacles. Most important message for the collective. Here's the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position. And we we have the Chariot card in the upright position. Back of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse position. Okay. First card out of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. This is all about home, family, happiness within a home or family, children, husband, wife, network kind of thing. 10 is a completion. So this may be what you're striving to build a firm foundation for, is a happy home, being able to share your values and traditions with others, your inheritance, building up your, inheritance. So perhaps building a firm foundation this way for perhaps like your 401k, things like that. So building a prosperous family life, in other words. So this is all about family life, children, inheritance, home, wealth, things like that. We'll go back and clarify, but this may be what you're wanting to build a firm foundation for. We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position here. You may be doubting your ability in order to build this firm foundation for your family, or this building a home. There's some doubt that's going on here with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position, or things are just moving slowly. But remember that, or there's been little progress in you building this foundation for your family. But remember, with the coral, it's a slow progress. So keep that in mind as you may be becoming frustrated, as you're having a hard time building this for your home, family, etc. We have the Chariot card. So this is a fast-moving energy here, a major arcana in the upright position. So there's a fast-moving energy coming through here. You could be journeying on to a new place. You could be wanting a new home. Perhaps that's what you're wanting to build a firm foundation for, is having a new home, perhaps in a new location. But basically boldly going to the unknown, okay? So maybe this is something you're building a firm foundation for, a new existence, a new home, a new family, a new inheritance. So take what resonates here. But remember that with the coral, it's slow and steady wins the race here. So building a firm foundation may take time, some time in order for you to build this for your home, your family, etc., etc. You may be becoming a little discouraged because there may be a lack of progress here. The Knight of Pentacles is in the shadow as well in the reverse position. You may have a lack of motivation or inconsistency at this time in order to start this progress. Maybe because you're feeling like it's taking too long to get off the ground. So maybe now you've become unmotivated. But again, the coral is reminding us that things happen slowly. For things to be built strong and steady, it needs to be not just thrown together. In other words, that's what Spirit says. It's not just thrown together. We're building brick by brick here. And that's why it takes time to build that firm foundation. Let's go back and clarify. Please clarify the Ten of Pentacles, please, Spirit. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position. Please clarify the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse position. Lots of pentacles today. So it could be about building your financial empire or your wealth. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. It's clarifying the Chariot. Back of the deck, we do have the Ace of Swords in the upright position. Okay. So with this Queen of Pentacles here, that's clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, it makes me feel like, and she's reversed here, you may have been dependent on others for your financial in the past or currently. You could be dependent on others for your finances, but you're wanting to build your own firm foundation here. You may have been relying on others for your finances. Perhaps, maybe you were married and you were relying on your husband's income or your wife's income. Now they've become untrustworthy. And so now you're needing to build your own empire, your own wealth, is what I'm feeling here. Yeah, you've been very dependent on others. You may have been dependent on other family members, but now you're wanting to build your own financial. We have the Eight of Pentacles. That's clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. You may be a little bit lazy when it comes to trying to get this off the ground. Perhaps you haven't been really mindful about building your own wealth or building a home in order to start again. Or you just haven't, maybe you're just like, you haven't really thought too much about it, is what I'm feeling. Been a little bit of procrastination here when it comes to building a firm foundation for whatever it is that you're needing as you're journeying into something new or a new place. With the Nine of Pentacles here in the upright position, you could be a independent female. You don't have to be. But perhaps what you're wanting is to venture to being independent, having your own money, having your own resources where you're not dependent on others. And that's what I'm feeling like you're needing to build a firm foundation for. This is what you're wanting. You're wanting to journey to a place where you're more independent. And again, don't take gender, but this card generally means a wealthy, independent female. You could love pets. You could be a pet lover, as this is always about pets. There's a bird in this image here. But it's almost like you're plucking your own money from your own money tree here. Like you have that much wealth. Like you're growing money, okay? And you're journeying to a place where this is where you want to be. But you've been a little bit lazy and procrastinating about building this because maybe it's building very slowly. And you're becoming impatient about it. You've relied on other people, perhaps in the past, for this monetary wealth. And now you're needing to build this on your own, becoming independent instead of relying on others. But it's taking a while, which is making you procrastinate in order to build this. But remember with the coral, it said that things that are built well are built slow. So keep that in mind here. We have the Ace of Swords in the shadow for what you don't see. I feel like this is really about your power and courage and strength in order to lead you towards what it is that this victory of what you're wanting to become, this independent person, financially independent. So this is your power. This is what you don't see, is you have this inner strength in order to do this. Let's pull two more. What is the conclusion of this reading, please, Spirit? What is the conclusion? What is the conclusion of this reading? We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse position. Yeah, it's all about making your decision. It's all about balance. There's no balance here. In the Six of Pentacles, in the upright position, back of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay. So with the Six of Pentacles here and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse position, you have a lot of gift for sharing with others and perhaps sharing your knowledge. Yeah, you've been very generous with others. It feels like what Spirit is saying to me is that the more generous you are with others, it comes back to you twofold. And that's why the Two of Pentacles is here. Okay? But there's a lack of balance when it comes to you giving and receiving. And remember, the more that you put out into in the universe saying, I am abundant, I am wealthy, I am on the road to my independence. So creating that manifestation by saying the words and meaning the words and knowing the words are coming true, you will be graciously gifted what it is that you need. But there's an imbalance here, okay? There's an imbalance on the way that you're thinking at this time. You're becoming lazy and procrastinating about getting this off the ground, needing to become that independent person, journeying towards that independence that you need to be. But it's almost like you need to manifest that, okay? Know that you already have it. Be that person that you already want to be. And with the Ace of Cups in the shadow here, for what you don't see, makes me feel like you are full of Spirit. Spirit is here to guide you towards this place. There are beautiful situations that are coming into your life here. You just have to believe it and manifest it, okay? There's an imbalance in your thought pattern at this time. But you need to turn this around so that you're more balanced, both spiritually and you're grounded here. And utilizing those manifestation powers in order to create the environment, the independence that you're needing at this time. One more, please. Rome was not built overnight. That's what Spirit said to me. Rome was not built overnight. I know that's just a saying. It's like beautiful things, big things were not built overnight. And we have the Empress in the reverse position and the King of Wands in the shadow. So you're a leader of your own life here. You have a lot of passion and a lot of courage here in order to transform your life here. With the Empress being in the reverse position, you could have been going through some type of domestic situation here where you were dependent on somebody before financially, but now you need to move towards your independence. You need to get out of the mindset of procrastination, become more balanced in order to be able to give to others and yourself, and building a firm foundation for yourself as an independent person that's going to lead you and journey you towards your future here. But remember what I said, Rome was not built overnight. So in order to create a firm foundation, things must happen slowly, but you must learn to become more balanced and create what it is that you're wanting by giving to the universe, giving it what you want. You have a lot of abundance that is on the way towards you. This is mind over matter here. You're very intelligent here in order to create the life that you want here. You have a lot of passion and courage here with the King of Wands and lots of ideas here. You need to drop the burden here. If the Ten of Wands right behind it, you need to drop the burdens that you carry and create the new environment for which that you want to be. Let's pull a message from the universe to finish up your reading. Angels, guides, ancestors, the most important message from the universe for the collective, all signs, all placements. Okay, so it says, this new chapter in your life is going to require a new way of seeing things and a new way of seeing yourself. This is basic. I can't make this up. You can't continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding that you have had until now. No matter what you face or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective. That's the overall message for the reading here. In other words, you're journeying towards a new life here where you're going to be more independent and more, you have to rely on yourself, in other words, okay? But you need to learn to see things in a new way, okay, for yourself. You can't continue to interpret things the way that you had the same understanding up until now. Remember to see it all from a higher perspective, okay? Giving to the universe, knowing that what you put out into the universe will come back to you twofold. And that's what I said earlier. So I hope that you enjoyed the reading today. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would love to see and hear from you in the comments section if you want to tell me how this resonates with you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.